Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Sanders a first down, still going. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Boston Scott, his first carry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, 25 yards. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play there for Minnesota. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Cousins. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Cook. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Third and goal for Cousins. Flush to his right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne there to make the grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They run the counter. It's Scott. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
These two teams all tied after one. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Handoff comes to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run for it with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Rager catches it left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he caught that, and the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes left side. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Throwing is Hurts. Into the secondary past the 40. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw again. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Cousins to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? A give. This is Cook. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, here's Cousins. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now a run with Cook. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 115 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. They run it again with Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Vikings on third down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a carry for Sanders. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Hurts. Got an open man. It's Scott. Scott with a 1st down and then some. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that, because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Remsaw? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 65 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dalvin Tomlinson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big pickup there on the scramble.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. throwing here. Cousins. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Again, it's Cook. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.